Oh, we're in the studio with Wes. He is a buzzing artist in Northern California and also in Southern California. And I'm actually pretty excited to actually have the opportunity to interview him today. I believe I'm the first to interview him. Is that correct?
You're the first one to interview me.
Yes. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so let's get it started. Here we go.
What's up, guys? It's Wes. I'm from South San Jose, California. And let's get this interview started. And yeah.
Here we go. Let's ask questions. So, okay, yeah. So you've been causing up quite the buzz on the internet recently.
Yep.
I believe you've been touring around Northern California.
You know what? I have been doing music ever since I was a kid.
Yeah,
My
but
parents are musicians.
okay.
And as you can see, I'm in my studio right now.
Yeah.
And
No, I'm actually
Yeah.
I'm excited to be here right now. Yeah.
ever since I was a kid, I knew I was going to do music. I've been doing music. I've always looked up to my parents as musicians. I've looked up to other people as musicians, and I have a talent for it. And I said, well, hey, why not? Why not try it out and do it? And I've just ever since I've been believing in myself, I've just been trying my hardest in whatever songs and started from scratch. So I mean, it's really crazy to think like how far I've come in this day that I live today in reality, because it's a reality we live in, but it started from scratch. So it's crazy to think that I'm here today.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. I heard about you from just the circle, the music circle around Northern California, and I was like, I have to interview this guy.
Yeah.
He's definitely buzzing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you a few questions I have prepared for me.
Go ahead.
Well, let's try
Go
to get
ahead.
this going.
Go ahead. Yeah.
No
Any
worries.
questions? I love my fans, and I love people that want to ask questions and want to get to know me, because I know that I've been through a lot. We've been through a lot as people, but at the same time, it's good to get to know me because it's your boy Wes.
I love it. I love it, bro. I love it. Okay, so first question: what drew you to the music industry?
Well, what drew me into the music industry was I was kind of like an abandoned kind of like person. So while I was venturing throughout my world that I would live in,
Yeah.
I was kind of scooped in by some people
Mhm.
that drew me into music, and I just started doing music ever since I remember.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Who are you inspired by?
Who am I inspired by? I'm inspired by a lot of people, but most inspired the most person who inspired me is Lil Uzi.
Lil Uzi Vert.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Because he's been doing music for a while, and I feel like we have like the same kind of like mindset in a way.
Is he an artist that you would want to work with in the future?
Yes, definitely. I would
pretty
love to
cool.
work with him because I feel like we have the same kind of mindset, and I feel like if we work together, I can find my way in the music industry, if that makes sense.
How would you define?
Because I'm an unsigned artist as of today.
Oh,
But
okay.
but right now, like I'm an artist, but I'm looking to get myself signed in some kind of like deal in a way.
Okay.
Because right now, I want to be signed. That's what I want to be. I
How
want to
would
be
you,
signed.
which genre would you say you fall in currently?
Hip hop, pop. That's all I really do is just hip hop and pop. I like to rap. I can rap and
Yeah.
I can sing. So that's like two genres right there that I feel like I can like push myself towards.
That's pretty cool. Okay. When did you start recording? What age did you start recording?
Well, I've always been around a studio
Yeah.
all my life, so I feel like my first recording was when I was like very young, and I feel like when I found myself rapping and singing and I found my voice, I never really even knew that there was such thing as recording. But as soon as I started recording and doing songs and stuff like that, without me even knowing, I was kind of surprised on what I could do. And I just feel like I'm not going to waste my talent, because if my talent can bring me to farther places in my career that I've built ever since I was a kid. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I saw you on the internet. You're in LA. It's pretty interesting
Yep.
stuff. What's your creative process when it comes to making music that you enjoy?
Well, I mean,
How do you like? What is your ritual? Do you have to do certain things before you're able to make music? What are the steps involved?
Really,
for Wes.
When I first started rapping and started doing music and stuff like that, I kind of started as myself. Kind of started from like scratch, and I started putting on rap instrumentals. And I didn't really look up to anybody. I didn't really look up to anybody because I wanted to be myself. And I said, you know what? If I'm going to get good at rapping, if I'm going to be good at doing stuff like singing or rapping, then I'm going to start as a scratch and do it by myself and to be my best self as I can possible. And that's what I did. I started when I was maybe 13 years old, and I started rapping, I started singing, and now I'm 22, and I've really come a long way in what I do. And I find myself as a really good artist, but now my next step in being an artist is to get signed and to get a record deal and a record label, because I feel like that's the next step in what I do in my career.
No, definitely, yeah. I've peeped your mixtapes. You get quite a few hits, I would say. Definitely a substantial amount of listens on those. How many do you have so far out on the internet? You made yourself, right? Is it all self produced?
So every mixtape I've had out right now has been done out of my own hands.
Okay.
And I've done everything by myself, worked my ass off for many years just to get where I'm at today. And I feel like I'm very underground, and I feel like I'm very underrated because I've done a lot for other people, but I feel like I need to start focusing on myself and what I've done myself and get focused, and more people need to get more focused on what I've done and what I've done for them, because I feel like I'm an unsigned artist and I feel like I have a lot of potential.
Mm-hmm.
And if people were willing to work with me, then like the phrase says, it says a teamwork make a dream work. So I feel like if people could help me as an artist, then I feel like I could do them favors later in the future.
No, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Okay, so you're heavily influenced by Lil Uzi Vert. You have quite the drive for music.
Yeah.
I definitely.
I mean, as you can see, I'm in my studio right now.
Yeah.
You can see all these guitars and stuff like this, all this recording equipment.
Yeah.
I've been an artist ever since I've been thrown into the music industry without me even knowing. So that's how I feel like it is.
Where do you see yourself next year?
Well,
or where do you hope to be next year?
Next year, I hope that I can put out a couple more mixtapes, a couple of more albums, and I feel like I can just put mixtapes and albums out without a label, because I can do that as of today. I can do that without a label. I don't need a label to put out music. I know how to put out music without a label. So I just feel like within the next year, I feel like I would have a couple more projects and a couple more albums out.
Is there any hidden meaning to your music, or are you just bleeding your soul out there for everyone to hear?
Well, really, I'm just doing me.
Okay.
I'm just doing me. Like I feel like I can't live life without making a song. I feel like I have to make a song. Like at the end of the day, when you know how people have anxiety and like people have like stress and stuff like that, I feel like music and like singing my soul out and like singing like just like calms me down, or it's like diminishing like the energy that I have inside me.
I want to go real personal. What is the average day like for you?
Average day, I wake up and I'm like, what am I gonna do today? What am I gonna do today to impact the people around me, the people that I love in my life? What am I gonna do to have a roof over their head? What am I gonna do to support the people around me? What am I gonna do? Because at the end of the day, people look to me as guidance, and people look to me as a support. So I feel like they look to me as like an idol, and whatever I do, either bad or good, I don't try not to do bad, but I don't want people to look up to me as the bad guy, because at the end of the day, I'm a good guy.
Okay.
I'm not a bad guy. I'm a good guy.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
And I live a very different life than other people.
a lot of your songs are about love and heartbreak. Have you ever had your heart broken before?
Yes.
Okay.
I've had my heart broken before, and it sucks because I was in a relationship with this girl, but then she kind of broke my heart, and I was just like, she broke up with me basically, and I felt real sad because like I thought she was gonna be, like, I thought we were gonna have like a good relationship, but at the end of the day, I'm not here. I'm not gonna be like cry my eyes out or anything like that. But if she feels like that, then whatever. I'm on to the next one.
But the music is real though. The emotion's there.
Yeah, I'm gonna like if I feel like that, if that's my writing, like the way that I get my writing out, then that's how I'm gonna do it. Like that's how I'm gonna like write my songs and stuff like that. You feel me? So it's like
I like that. No,
yeah,
I like that.
yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So see what else do I have for you? Have you collaborated with any other artists or producers?
You know what? I have collaborated with like a lot of different artists, but like I feel like they're kind of shy. They're kind of like they don't want to like admit that they've like worked with me before because like I'm kind of like unknown. I'm kind of like no one really knows me, but they get all the credit. You know what I mean? They feel I feel like they kind of they take what I've done and they run off with it and they make it their own. And that's no problem with me. But at the end of the day, I want my credit. I want what I've created myself.
I feel it. Yes. No, yeah. I've listened to Rockstar Love, your most recent album or mixtape.
Rockstar Love, yeah. I dropped that on. I don't know when, but it was recently. It was last year.
I think XO is my favorite song on that.
XO, I made that. XO, you know what XO is?
That's a very good song. I actually am a very big fan of that song.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I know you guys are big. I know you're a big fan, but I made XO because XO, it's like, you know what XO is like it's like XO
like hugs and kisses, correct?
What?
Hugs and kisses. Am I correct?
Yeah. No, you're right.
It is though, right?
Yeah,
it is.
You're right. Yeah. So it's like XO, like so it's like the guy lover and the girl lover.
Oh, okay.
And it's like they come together, and I made that song just like that because I want XO like it's like kind of like a love song, basically.
What is your favorite part about this line of work? Do you like just how you're able to be creative on a track so we can feel how you feel? Do you want to share a certain view? Well, what's your favorite part about making music?
My favorite part about making music is just like the creative like flows that I've made, the creative like kind of like this like rap singing kind of like I don't know what you call it, but ever since I was a kid I've always had a song in my head. I've always had a song in my head that I've never released, and I've always thought like, you know what, I have like this kind of creative flow, but like let's mature and let's grow and let's actually make a song and let's see where it goes. That's why I just thought it, like wherever it takes us, let it take us wherever.
All right. So that's pretty great. Let's have a few more questions for you. So you actually, I've been to one of your shows before. Actually, it was actually on my birthday. I felt pretty honored to see you.
Yeah.
I just want to know. I believe it was your first show. I think it was in 2018. We're in 2019 right now.
Yep.
So yeah, it's actually probably been about 6 months since then. But did you have any performance anxiety on that day?
You know
on your first show?
You know what? Like, no. I was never really like nervous or anything like that because I'm very social. I'm very eager to like do whatever I want to do with my life. So it's like I'm not really nervous to like get on the stage and like go crazy.
Okay.
Because like I feel like that's where my soul is taking me.
You were a natural. I was actually surprised. I was like,
yeah.
You were like, it's the first show. I was like, I don't believe it. I do not believe this. This is his first show.
And you were there. That was your birthday.
Yes.
So you were excited. When
I did not believe that this is your first show.
Yeah.
No, you're clearly a natural. Yeah, I was like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I was really impressed with myself because like, I was just like, you know what, like, I got on the stage and I just felt like this is like where I need to be. This is what I want to do, and it's like there's no other like way that I want to live my life without being on a stage and like singing and like doing what I gotta do. You know.
Do you have any projects that are upcoming that you want to tell us about?
Well, I already have like 6 mixtapes out right now, and I already have like 2 albums out right now. I have a lot of music out right now.
Okay.
But right now, I just want to like focus on like the present moment and like what has to be done right now, because doing what I gotta do with the music and stuff like that, I feel like with this life that I have today, I want to work and put out as much music as I can in my life as I live today.
Okay. Is your heart only in music? Do you want to pursue other venues in fashion and movies, or are you just want to be in? You're a musician. You want to be in music.
Well, I mean, I'm not completely focused on all music because I've already lived the music aspect.
Okay.
But what I want to do now is what am I gonna do now with my life? Am I gonna become a model? Am I gonna be in music or movies? Am I gonna make the new clothing brand? What am I gonna like? I feel like I'm Kanye. I feel like Kanye was in the music industry, but on top of that, he made money off the music industry, and after that, he made money off his clothes with his Yeezys and stuff like that, and it's just like it's a whole nother world. It's like a whole nother world, a whole nother aspect of so much different opportunities on what I can do, build off my music.
But your heart's in music. Your heart's in music,
yeah.
And you want to share it still, correct?
Yeah, and I don't want to just help myself. I want to help other people. I want to help other people that are not in the greatest environment, that are in the ghetto, that have nothing to do, that have no other opportunity. They're completely, because I know how it is to be like that. I know how it is when you have no hope, you have no opportunity, but you only have the hope of Jesus and you only have the hope of God. And that's why I'm here to help people that are lost.
If there was a big artist that wanted to co-sign you, and they said that they had your fully paid flights to Australia to perform tomorrow night, would you go?
Yes, I would be on the flight right now on my way to do the performance. And that's where I would be right now.
That's pretty cool. Cool. All right. What advice would you give to someone that wants to follow in your footsteps?
Well, I feel like people that are in my footsteps that want to follow me and look to me as an idol, I just feel like don't look to me as an idol. Don't look to me as an example, because most people have a good family. Most people have a good family that have their family that can send them to college and have like their parents are lawyers and that's awesome. That's great. But don't look up to the people that have to do unordinary things in order to live their life, if that makes sense.
No, it makes total sense to me. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, so you definitely put your heart into music, and you definitely want to share that with the world.
What I'm saying is, if you have a good life, if you have good parents, if you have a good mom and dad that are there for you, go ahead and follow their footsteps, because that's your passion. That's your motive. Don't look at people that have really like started from nothing and had to like build their way up because of hatred and because of people that just were not good people. And at the end of the day, follow people that are good people, and if you look up to me as an idol, that's great, because you can become an artist in music, but it's hard work. You're going to have to put in a lot of years and a lot of hard work in order to become a great artist.
That makes total sense. No, yeah, definitely inspirational. All right, I think we're about to wrap this up. It was a pleasure interviewing you.
Yep, thank you.
Do you want, if anything, last words you want to share to your fans?
I mean, just have motivation, and also have the drive, and also have the mindset to do whatever you're going to do in your life. Follow it, because at the end of the day, that's your foundation. That's your foundation.
I have one last question for you. To get your music heard, and to get you on tour, and to get you signed, what are you going to do tomorrow to help you get to that goal?
for me to get signed and for me to move on with my career and take it to a whole nother level where I can get a good amount of money off of it is just to continue to put out music, continue to put out mixtapes, continue to put out albums, and just to never give up. Because at the end of the day, the whole point is to never give up and just work as hard as you can to become the best you as you can be.
All right. Hey, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Koban.
No worries.
It's
All right.
your boy Wes.
And it's Young Vaughn.
Look forward to more music out in the future.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.